Jai Shri Ram. Vibhuti Yoga Part 3, 10:20. I read this as the last sloka in the last recording, that is Vibhuti Yoga Part 2, but we will pick up from there again. Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarvabhuta Shayasthita Aham Adishya Madhyancha Bhutanam Antayevacha. O Arjuna, I am seated in the heart of all living entities and I am the beginning, middle and end of all. Gudakesha, conqueror of sleep. Gudakesha can also mean one who has twirly hair, a lot of locks of curly hair and twirly hair. Sarvabhuta Shayasthita, Ashayasthita, seated in the heart. Ashayasthita means seated in the heart. Ashayasthita. So Krishna declares that he is not far from the Jivatma. In fact, he is closer than the closest. Krishna is more closer to us than anything else that we can imagine. The Atma is enthroned in the etheric heart, not the anatomical heart. Ya Atmani Tishtati. Ya Atmani Tishtati. The Veda declares. Krishna is seated within your Atma. Ya Atmani Tishtati. Seated inside, he grants the power of consciousness and eternality. Without him, we will not be able to move. एक पत्ता नहीं हिलेगा ఒక చీమ శివుడాజ్ఞ లేనిదే చీమైనా కుట్టదు. So we are all eternal companions of Krishna, not by our own power but because of his presence seated within, and he is granting all his powers. That's why Krishna is declaring very clearly that he is situated in the hearts of all living beings. So if he is situated in the heart of all living beings, you should not kill any living being, especially to eat. But of course, since the cosmic drama is going on, Krishna will come as your enemy who is determined to fight you and kill you. So here the drama has to go on and you have to protect yourself. And the other person may be a representative of adharma, so you have to fight to kill. That is justified because you are a soldier in a battle. Our Atma is the body of Krishna, who is the Atma of the Atma. That is why the Bhagavatam says God is the Atma of all living beings. See, and in the Bhagavatam, Shukadev described how the gopis used to leave their own children to go and see baby Shri Krishna. And Parikshit asked him how this was possible. Brahman parod bhave Krishne yan prema katham bhavet. Oh Brahman, all mothers are attached to their own children. How did the gopis develop such intense attachment to Sri Krishna which they did not even feel towards their own child? Parikshit is asking. Parikshit actually in Bhagavatam he says, Harihi Sakshat Bhagavan Shariranam Atma Jhashanamiva Toya Meepsitam. Harihi Sakshat Bhagavan Sharirinam Atma Jhashanamiva Toya Meepsitam. భగవంతుడు సర్వప్రాణుల ఆత్మకు ఆత్మ. గోపికలు సొంత బిడ్డల్ని వదిలేసి చిన్న పిల్లవాడు పసిపిల్లవాడైన శ్రీకృష్ణుడిని చూడడానికి వెళ్ళటం గురించి సుఖదేవ పరమహంస చెప్పాడు. ఎవరికి? పరీక్షితుడికి. అప్పుడు అది ఎలా సాధ్యం అని పరీక్షితుడు అడిగాడు. బ్రహ్మన్ పరోద్భవే కృష్ణే ఇయాన్ ప్రేమా కథం భవేత్. ఓ బ్రాహ్మణ, అందరూ తల్లులు తమ సొంత బిడ్డల పట్లే మమకారంతో ఉంటారు కదా, మరి గోపికలు తమ సొంత బిడ్డలపైన కూడా లేకుండా ఈ శ్రీకృష్ణుడు పట్ల ఇంత గాఢమైన అనురక్తి ఎలా ఏర్పడింది? శుకదేవుడు అన్నాడంట, శ్రీకృష్ణుడు విశ్వంలోని సర్వప్రాణులకు పరమాత్మ అని దయచేసి అర్థం చేసుకోండి. మానవ జాతి మేలు కోసం తన యోగమాయ శక్తి ద్వారా ఒక మనుష్య రూపంలో అవతరించాడు. అది మనుష్య రూపం కూడా కాదు, పైగా చూడ్డానికి మనిషి రూపం అంతే. అది దివ్య స్వరూపం, అది సచ్చిదానంద విగ్రహం. అది కృష్ణమేన మవేహి కృష్ణ మేన మవేహి త్వమాత్మా న త్వమాత్మానం అఖిలాత్మానం. And that is why Krishna is stating that he is the beginning, middle and end of all beings. They have all emanated, originated from him. All life that exists in creation is sustained by his energy. So he is the middle. And those who attain liberation go to his divine abode to live eternally, dance with him. Therefore he is the end. And Vedas, give many definitions of God. One of them is यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत् यत् प्रायन्त्य अभिसंविशन्ति. Krishna is he from whom all living beings have emanated. Krishna is he within whom all living beings are situated. Krishna is he into whom all living beings shall unite. यतो वा तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद 3.1.1 यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत् प्रयन्त्य अभिसंविशन्ति. ఎవ్వడి నుండి సర్వప్రాణులు ఉద్భవిస్తాయో వాడే భగవంతుడు. ఎవ్వడి యందు సర్వప్రాణులు ఆధారపడి స్థితమై ఉన్నాయో వాడే భగవంతుడు. ఉద్భవించడం వాడి నుంచే, స్థితపడి ఆధారపడి స్థితమై ఉండడం వాడి నుంచే. ఎవ్వనిలోనికి సర్వప్రాణులు ఏకమైపోతాయో వాడే భగవంతుడు. 10:21 ఆదిత్యానాం అహం విష్ణుర్జ్యోతిషాం రవిరంశుమాన్ మరీచిర్మరుతామస్మి నక్షత్రాణాం అహం శశి. Among the 12 sons of Aditi, I am Vishnu. Among luminous celestial objects, I am the sun. Among the Maruts, I am Marichi. And among the celestial bodies, which you can see in the sky, I am the moon. I am the sun and the moon. Okay. Some people mistakenly, Nakshratranam does not mean star in English. Okay. Nakshatra, we call them stars, isn't it? So when the translation is mindlessly made that among stars I am the moon, some kids and some people also will get a doubt, because the moon is not a star, and among stars I am the moon sounds unscientific. Because the word nakshatra does not mean actually a star. So we will not go into the etymological meaning of. So the best way to define it so that you don't sound unscientific, because Krishna cannot be unscientific. So among stars I am the moon is a wrong translation. Among the bright objects that you see, the celestial what you call orbs that you see in the sky, the one that is most visible and bright, of course that is the sun, and the next the moon. So Krishna is claiming that his energy runs both these. So Kashyapa had two wives, Aditi and Diti, and from Aditi he had 12 divine devatas: Dhata, Mitra, Aryama, Shakra, Varun, Amsha, Bhaga, Vivaswan, Pusha, Savita, Twashta and Vaman. So Vaman was the avatar of Supreme Vishnu, who is an expansion of Krishna. So Krishna is saying that he is the Aditya, Vishnu in the form of Vaman. In fact, all of them are Krishna only. Dhata, Mitra, Aryama, Shakra, Varuna, Amsha, Bhaga, Vivaswan, Pusha, Savita, Twashta, Vaman. So, here in Ramayana, Rakapati, Shorasa, Uhan, Tarangana, Samudai, Sakalagirinha, Davalai, Binu, Rabi, Ratinajai, all night, all the lamps along with the stars in the sky and the moon as well are together insufficient to remove the darkness of the night. But the moment the sun rises, the night gets dispelled. That is the power of the sun, which Sri Krishna reveals as his vibhuti. సో రామచరితమానస్లో ఇది చెప్పబడింది. రాకాపతి షోరస ఉనహి తారాగణ సముదాయి. రాకాపతి షోరస ఉనహి తారాగణ సముదాయి సకల గిరిన్హ దవ లాయియ सकल गिरिन्ह दव लाइय बिनु रबि राति न जाई. राकापति शोरस उनहि तारागण समुदाई सकल गिरिन्ह दव लाइय बिनु रवि రాతి న జాయి. బిను రబి రాతి న జాయి. చందమామ నక్షత్రాలు అన్నీ కలిసినా కూడా రాత్రి చీకటి అజ్ఞానం పోవటం లేదనమాట. సూర్యుడు రాగానే అన్నీ పారిపోతాయి, ఈ చీకటి పారిపోతుంది. रात्रि काल में आकाश के सभी तारों और चंद्रमा सहित सभी दीपक मिलकर भी अंधकार को मिटाने के लिए पर्याप्त नहीं है. लेकिन जिस क्षण सूर्योदय होता है उसी क्षण रात्रि समाप्त हो जाता है. तो ये सूर्य का शक्ति भी कृष्ण की विभूति है और गीता ज्ञान ही सबसे बड़ा सूर्य है. So then Rishi Kashyap also fathered the Daityas, demons, from his second wife, Diti. So Diti desired to have a son more powerful than Indra. So she kept her baby in her womb for a year. As the Puranas say, Indra was terrified and he used his Vajra to split her fetus into many pieces. But it turned out into many fetuses. These became the Maruts, the 49 kinds of winds that flow in the universe and who work for the welfare of all creation. So the major names of these Maruts are Avaha, Pravaha, Nivaha, Purvaha, Udvaha, Samvaha, Parivaha. The chief among all is Parivaha, who also bears the name Marichi. So Krishna states that Marichi is his vibhuti, opulence, a manifestation of his opulence. 10:22 Vedanam samavedosmi devanam asmi vasavah indriyanam manaschasmi bhutanam asmi chetana. I am the Samaveda among the Vedas and Indra among the Devas. And among the senses I am the mind. And I am the consciousness among living beings. So when you are killing a chicken, you are actually trying to destroy, eliminate, extirpate, uproot, annihilate, kill the consciousness in that animal and eat that animal, right? So you are trying to kill Krishna. You are actually driving Krishna out of that animal's body because of your lust for flesh. How mean and how debauched, how fallen. Oh my God. We should not eat another person's body. Just imagine. Just imagine catching a live chicken and trying to bite. A tiger can do that because that is its nature. You are a human being. Please don't eat meat. So please stop eating meat and stop trying to justify it also, rationalizing it on several grounds. Let people who are determined to eat it. They will pay bitterly. So Samaveda describes Krishna's glories and Samaveda is sung. Most of the Rigvedic verses or riks are sung in Samaveda. So 75% of the Rigveda is there already in the Samaveda and that is sung. So Samveda is the source of all Hindustani music, classical music. So Krishna is saying that Krishna is the greatest art teacher, the first teacher of art or greatest art teacher. He is the greatest artist also. All faces are his faces. And sometimes he will give some people really ugly faces because they asked for it. Anyway, if you can see beauty even in the seemingly ugly, then you are a great soul. You are a great Jivatma. Again, the word soul is a very limited concept of Christianity and Islam, because they believe soul exists only in humans. In fact, for several hundreds of years, they stated that women don't have a soul, but women fought for their soul, and finally, because of the pressure, mounting pressure, Vatican conceded and said, okay, you also have a soul. Please take it. Stop this. Stop fighting for it. So as if they are the givers of the soul. See the stupidity. See the immaturity. And then they also said, for thousands of years perhaps, within their 2000 years of limited history, they denied black people a soul because they wanted to justify slavery. And see the American war also, War of Independence, the Civil War, American Civil War. The southern states wanted slaves, and they were showing the Bible to justify slavery, because the Bible justifies slavery. Bible has actually institutionalized slavery. Same thing with Quran. Now the word institution means a custom. The word institution has many meanings which you already know. An institution is an established organization or corporation such as a bank or a university, especially something which has a public character. Established organization, financial institutions, academic institutions. Now, institution can also mean a facility or establishment in which people, sick people, or people who are very needy, poor, they live and receive care, typically in a confined setting, and often without individual consent. Yeah. So, for example, a mental institution. Some people have to be committed to a mental institution in the wake of several suicide attempts. So institution of marriage, which means a custom, a significant practice. So, samskaras. In Hinduism there are 16. In the Vedas 40. 40 have been mentioned as samskaras. Samskara basically means a custom which aims at refining, సంస్కరించబడము, refine చేయడం, polish చేయడం. So 40 samskaras, but by the time the Dharma Shastras were written, they scaled it down to 16, and even these 16 we are not able to perform because we don't have time. In Kali Yuga, first of all, life is too short and we are too busy in the rat race, therefore we don't have time. So we are out of the 16 also, we are following some of them. It's all right. Okay. So samskara basically, since the word samskara has many other meanings also. Samskaras are the vasanas, or in English the word is engram, E-N-G-R-A-M. Engram, please make a note, E-N-G-R-A-M. Engram means the imprint of the past actions which lie embedded in the unconscious and actually instigate or initiate all action even before your conscious mind is aware. Just imagine. We think that we are consciously taking decisions, but many psychological experiments have proved that even before the conscious mind is actively involved in taking some decisions, the unconscious has already decided what is going to be done. That is why Krishna says, Nigraha kim karishyati. Sadrusham, 3rd chapter, 33rd verses. Sadrusham cheshtate swasyaha. Sadrusham cheshtate swasyaha prakrutir jnanavanapi. Prakrutim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. Sadrusham, accordingly, cheshtate, act, swasyaha, by their own prakriti, mode of nature. Jnanavan, even the wise, api, even. Prakritim, nature. Yanti, follow, bhutani, all living beings. Nigraha, repression, kim karishyati, what can it do? Rhetorical question Krishna is asking. Even wise people act according to their own natures, because all living beings are propelled helplessly by their own natural tendencies. What will one gain by repression? So, don't try to repress. Repression leads to all kinds of psychological disorders. A tiger cannot be forced to start eating grass. Humans have the discretion. So slowly you must understand that this is wrong, and slowly with knowledge you will be able to give up evil and asuric activities. So Sadrusham Cheshtate Swasya 333, make a note please. We are all doing PhD in Bhagavad Gita. Not many people will listen to all these lectures. Only those who seriously want to understand Bhagavad Gita so that they are in a position to explain it and uh, inspire people. Because Krishna declared in the 18th chapter from 68 to 71, Abhidasyati, that means one who teaches, Adhyeshyate, one who studies, Shrunuyadapi, one who listens. All three get moksha. So Abhidasyati. And Krishna declares that one who Abhidasyati, one who teaches, is dearest to him. None is more dearer than him. Though all three, one who teaches, one who studies, and one who listens, all three qualify for moksha. Among these three, Abhidasyati, one who teaches, is dearest. Krishna has declared that. 1868 to 71. Please go to 18th chapter 68 to 71. Okay. So once Krishna has clearly told us that one who is able to teach is dearest to him, so we should all try to teach. And so if you want to teach, you have to do PhD. So that you should never say or teach something which you don't fully know. Of course, any amount of scholarship on Bhagavad Gita, we will still not know many things. That is also there. Only Krishna can explain certain things which are so profound. Nevertheless, we will make whatever effort we can. That is why I am making this effort. And I know that many people won't listen to all this. They are more interested in things which are very attractive and other things. So I am not interested in commenting on that on. So Sadrusham, that is why Krishna also says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. So Bahunam Janmanam Ante, after several births, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyati. Jnanavan, జ్ఞానం వచ్చిన వాడే నన్ను పట్టుకుంటాడు. ఎన్ని జన్మలు ఎత్తినా జ్ఞానం రాక మూర్ఖుల్లాగా ఎక్కువ మంది ప్రవర్తిస్తారు. అండ్ ఇంకో చోట మనుష్యానాం సహస్రేషు కశ్చిద్ యతతి సిద్ధయే యతతామపి సిద్ధానాం కశ్చిన్మాం వేత్తి తత్వతః. సో మనుష్యానాం సహస్రేషు కశ్చిద్ యతతి సిద్ధయే. కోట్లాను కోట్లు హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్, out of them only one will try, and even among them very rarely somebody fully understands me. Somebody understands me. Now, whether fully, that is another question mark. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. Very rarely somebody understands me in essence. Manushyanam sahasreshu. Google lo poi kottu number తెలిసిపోతుంది. Right now అది కొట్టను. సో సదృశం చేష్టతే స్వస్య ప్రకృతిర్జ్ఞానవానపి ప్రకృతిం యాంతి భూతాని నిగ్రహ కిం కరిష్యతి. సో propelled by our nature, that is samskara, engram, imprinted long ago, over so many millions of births. So people act continuously as if helplessly actually. Very lucky people come to Bhagavad Gita, become Krishna Bhaktas, and that is the watershed in their life. When was the time you came into contact with a Krishna Bhakta or Bhagavad Gita? And sometimes, even after coming contact with them, you may have still continued in your old ways of living. So, in my life, I can distinctly remember. I don't know what happened to that person, but he launched me strongly onto the path of Krishna Bhakti and the study of Bhagavad Gita when I was a child. But it took me several years to get back onto track. So I am lucky. That is Krishna's anugraham. So we are all carrying the big baggage of samskaras, tendencies and impressions of our endless past lives, and the prarabdha karma which is working out itself, and all the other evil traits and all that we pick up from the existing environment that we are born in. Be fortunate that you are a Hindu, born in Bharat. And if you are a Hindu born in Bharat, and if you are in the company of Hari Bhaktas, Krishna Bhaktas, Shiva Bhaktas, Devi Upasaks, or Skanda Bhaktas, all of them, Ganesha Bhaktas, all of them are truly divine personalities. You are fortunate. All of them are anyway facets of Krishna only. So, this force of habit is very difficult to resist. So, that is why the Vedas also don't say give up all work. Artificial repression will be counterproductive. So utilize this force of habit, sublimate it, dovetail it in the direction of Krishna. Sublimation. If you are very angry, if you are frustrated, don't indulge in any ventilation or catharsis. Of course, exercise is a form of catharsis, but it can be called actually sublimation. In psychology, the difference between catharsis and sublimation is catharsis is considered some kind of a negative activity where you vent your frustration, and when you vent your frustration, actually there can be some other harm, somebody else here, displacement reaction, somebody gets hurt, or some damage is inflicted on something. So catharsis is bad. Retail therapy, psychologists are promoting. That means you go on a shopping spree. So you lose your money, buy things which you don't need, and later regret having lost your money. So that is nonsense. Sublimation. Right now, what I'm doing is also sublimation. There are so many frustrations in my life also. So many people have backstabbed me, looted me, cheated me, criminal breach of trust. I have experienced it several times, even from close relatives whom I can't name. So I'm terribly angry. I'm so angry that sometimes I wonder, if I let my anger go free, I'll land in jail. Because there's a bucket list, there's a big list of people whom I would like to actually kill. Honestly, I'm confessing. But I don't. But I will never. Why? Because I'm a Krishna Bhakta. So if you're a Krishna Bhakta, you will sublimate your anger. What is the best way? Sublimation. Sublimation means is channelizing your negative energy into socially useful activity. So I'm working for Krishna because Krishna already said, this world, dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnumanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramangata. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. And Krishna also said elsewhere, I think 933, Kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajarshayastada. Kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajarshayastada. Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. Anityam asukham lokam. So, anityam asukham lokam is another phrase. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam anityam asukham lokam. So, this is anityam asukham. There is no happiness here, seriously. Of course, some petty happinesses are always there. So, this is a world of misery, mrityu lok. That is why it is called mrityu lok. So, once you come here, you better worship me. Krishna is directly. Imam prapya bhajasvamam. Become my bhakta and I will take care of you. Because Krishna is concerned. He is our eternal companion. He doesn't treat you as a slave. He is a true friend, Suhrut. That also repeatedly Krishna is saying, I am your friend, Baba. I am your well-wisher, Suhrut. So sublimate. Vedas also say sublimate. All this frustration, put it into some activity which is good. Perform the yajnas, agnihotra. It is not simply pouring things into the fire. Not at all. It improves the environment, ecology, brings rains. There are several experiments. Fritz Stahl, have you heard of him? FRITS-STALL. An American, long back, early 1900, 1920 or something. He came to India, spent a lot of money, got the Atiratra Yajna he funded in Kerala. And after, even in the peak of summer, when they conducted the Atiratra Yajna, I think it is for 11 or 12 days, final day it rained heavily. Completely contrary to meteorology or any scientific explanations. So it is inexplicable. So Yagnihotra every day at home, you should learn. If you want to learn, go to Arya Samaj, or I am sure many YouTube videos are there. It is a very simple activity. You will have to get upla, cow patty. Some idiot bought cow patties and ate them and said it is horrible, the taste is not good. So bloody fools don't know that cow patty ante pedakalra tindani kadra. He thought it is patty. You can see on Amazon. So they are selling Amazon. Pidakalu Amazon lo 10 రూపాయలకు ఒకటి అమ్ముతున్నారు. మనకి 10కా ఇంకా ఎక్కువకే అమ్ముతున్నారు. So Agnihotra, learn how to do Agnihotra, please. That is your activity for today. During the what is that? Bokaro steel, Bokaro, the incident where the poisonous gas, lakhs of people died, I think. And that Anderson was allowed to run away by our Bharat Ratna Rajiv Gandhi. The one family survived. The family's surname was Kushwaha. Because they were doing Agnihotra every day, their house was protected from the death, these poisonous gases in Bokaro. It's not Bokaro, it's Bhopal gas tragedy. Bhopal gas tragedy. So Kushwaha family survived because they were doing Agnihotra. So you can get lot of proof. So please learn Agnihotra. So sublimate. In fact, you can do Swachh Bharat. Teach Bhagavad Gita because Krishna already highlighted that. So when we see animals, they act according to their nature. So ants, they are social creatures that bring food for the community while forsaking it themselves. A quality that is difficult to find in human society. A cow has such intense attachment for its calf that the moment it goes out of its sight, the cow feels disturbed. Dogs, loyalty. Even the best humans don't show loyalty which a dog can show. Similarly, we are also propelled by our own natures. So Arjuna is a warrior by nature. So Krishna is telling him, if motivated by ignorance and false pride, you think I will not fight, then your decision will be in vain. Your nature will compel you to fight. Bhagavad Gita 1859. Your nature will compel you to fight. 1859. 1859. Yadyahankara. Yadyahankaramashritya nayotsya iti manyase. Yadyahankaramashritya nayotsya iti manyase. Mithyaisha vyavasayaste. Underline this phrase. Write it down. Mithyaisha vyavasayaste. Mithyaisha. False. Vyavasaya. Determination. You are laboring under delusion. Mithyaisha vyavasayaste. Mithyaisha vyavasayaste in English is laboring under delusion. You are under a false sense of determination, laboring under delusion. Mithyaisha vyavasayaste prakrutistvam niyokshati. Prakriti, your nature, will force you and engage you. Niyokshati, will engage you. If motivated by ahankara, yadyahankaram ashritya nayotsya iti manyate. 1859. If motivated by pride, you think I shall not fight, your decision will be in vain, your nature will compel you to fight. So Krishna is in a chastising mood and he is delivering a word of caution. We should never think that we have complete liberty to do whatever we want to. The Jivatma does not lead an independent existence. It is dependent on Krishna's creation in several ways. In the materially bound state, it is under the influence of the three gunas. The combination of gunas create our nature, and according to its dictates, we are compelled to act. Therefore, we have no absolute freedom to say, I will do what I like. We have to choose between the good advice of Krishna and the Shastras or the compulsions of our nature. So be careful. There's an anecdote here. A soldier retired after 30 years of service and returned to his hometown. He was drinking coffee in a chai adda and somebody suddenly screamed, "Attention!" So the soldiers stood up. Involuntarily he dropped the cup from his hand and put his hands by his side. Attention! So that is the command. Attention is the command given in the army, regiment, the captain. So Krishna is warning Arjuna that by nature he is a warrior, and if out of pride he decides not to listen to good advice, then his Kshatriya nature will compel him to fight. So responding to that comment also, that command, the soldier responded according to his nature. So here the advice is, utilize your nature, know what your aptitudes are and sublimate it, engage that in Lokasangraha. So coming back to from where 1022, Vedanam Samavedosmi Devanam Asmi Vasavaha Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. So Vasava is another name of Indra. So Indra reflects the resplendent, effulgent glories of Krishna. The five senses are there, and the mind, The mind is more important. The mind is more powerful than all the senses. So the mind is the king of the senses. So Krishna speaks of it as reflecting his power. And Krishna mentions the mind in it as the sixth and most important sense. 15th chapter, 7th shloka. Please check. And consciousness is the quality of the Atma that distinguishes it from insentient matter. Here the double slit experiment is important. The double slit experiment in quantum mechanics or physics or for that matter science confirms that consciousness is the ultimate reality. The electrons seem to be aware that they are under observation. Please, if you don't know, I will explain that in detail, but not now. So the difference between a living person and a dead one is the presence of consciousness, chitta. And this consciousness exists in the body because of the divine power of Krishna. That is why Veda is also very clear. Chetanas chetananam. Veda is saying Chetanas chetananam. Krishna is the Chetana of the all Chetana. That means he is the sentience in the sentient. He is the consciousness. So how can you kill and eat? If in a battle you kill, that's a different thing because you are a soldier. 10:23. Rudranam Shankaraschaasmi Vittesho Yaksharaksasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meru Shikharinamaham. 10:23. I am Rudras. Among the Rudras, I am Shankara. That means I am Shiva. So among all the semi-celestial beings and demons, I am Kuber. I am Agni among the Vasus, and I am Meru among the mountains. The 11 Rudras, 11 forms of Shiva: Hara, Bahurupa, Trayambaka, Aparajita, Vrishakapi, Shankara, Kapardi, Raivata, Mrugavyadha, Sarva Kapali. Okay, so let us read these names again once more so that we get a grip on these names. So Aparajita, Vrishakapi, Shankara, Kapardi, Raivata, Mrugavyadha, Sarva Kapali. So Hara Bahurupa Trayambaka, Aparajita, Vrishakapi, Shankara, Kapardi, Raivata, Mrugavyadha, Sarva Kapali. These are the 12 names. Okay. And now what is Krishna is saying? Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Vittesho Yaksha Rakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meru Shikharinamaham. Yakshuluki Dabbu, they are fond of acquiring wealth and hoarding it. Kubera is the god of wealth. So get a small statue of Kuber and put it. And look at it and remember, that is Krishna only. So if you want wealth, go to Krishna. That is why Krishna said, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukrutinarjuna artho jignasurartharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. 4 good people worship me. Artho jignasur artharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. Artho, one who is distressed, prays to me. Artho jignasu, one who wants to know. Artharthi, that means one who wants money, wealth. And jnani, one who is fully knowledgeable, he also worships Krishna. So Krishna himself is telling you that you can worship him if you want money. So why are you wasting your time going elsewhere? If you want wealth and money, ask Krishna directly. Okay? Very simple. Listen carefully. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukrutunorjuna artho jignasur artharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. And he is now telling you that he is Kuber. So he is playing all this drama, this entire drama is going on, Krishna Leela. So he is the vibhuti. Ashta Vasus, 8. Land, water, fire, air, space, sun, moon, stars. They constitute the gross structure of the universe. Agni is very important. So Krishna is saying that he is Agni. So when you see Agni, you must be reminded of Krishna. So all Agni is Krishna. So in the Vedic Yajna, Agni is Krishna. So the first verse of the Rig Veda, 1.1.1a, Agnimile purohitam yajnasya devam mrutwijam. Agnimile purohitam yajnasya devam mrutwijam. Very difficult to translate. I glorify Agni, the high priest of the yajna, the divine, the ministrant who presents the oblation to all the devas, and he is the grantor of great wealth. Hotaram ratnadhatamam. Next line you say, Hotaram ratnadhatamam, who possesses great wealth. Why? To give it away only to the deserving. So Agnimile purohitam yajnasya devam rutvijam hotaram ratnadhatamam. So this is Rigveda opening lines, opening verse, Ruk. So that is Krishna. Okay. Next, Meru Parvatam. It is believed to be the axis around which many heavenly bodies rotate. So Krishna speaks of it as his own glory. So these are all the vibhutis. Next, 1024. Purodha sancha mukhyam mam vidhipartha bruhaspatim senaninam aham skanda sarasamasmi sagaraha. Among priests I am Brihaspati. Among warrior chiefs I am Kartikeya, Skanda, Murugan. Kartikeya, Skanda, Murugan. He is the son of Shiva, and he is the commander of the forces of the Devas. And among all reservoirs of water know me to be the ocean. So Brihaspati is the chief priest in heaven. He is the topmost. Among the priests, Krishna also claims that he is Vashishta. 11.16.22 Bhagavatam. Please make a note. 11.16.22. Krishna declares that he is Vashishta. So, why is he differing in these two places? This implies that we should not attach importance to the object but to the opulence of Krishna that manifests in that object. Vashishta gave Rama whatever knowledge Krishna gave Arjuna in the Gita, and that is called, what is it called? Yoga Vashishtam. Rama Nirvedam. Rama was depressed. Rama was almost suicidal. Rama lost all interest in life, and he was advised, and that conversation is called Yoga Vashishtam. Vashishta declared all knowledge to Rama was given by Vashishta, and that conversation Yoga Vashishtam is quintessentially the same as the Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna told Arjuna. Okay. So all objects of glory are the manifestation of Krishna. That is what you have to understand. Kartikeya, Skanda, commander-in-chief of all the gods. So he reflects the opulence of Sri Krishna. 1025. Maharshinam bhruguraham giramasmyekam aksharam. Girami. Giram means chant. Giram means a chant. Giramasmyekam aksharam. Ekam aksharam. Om. So giramasmyekam aksharam. So girami ante mantram, shabdam. Giram can mean speech also. So Giram can mean speech. Please remember that much. See, different translators give different meanings to words, and actually we end up getting confused. Giramasmyekam aksharam. Please make a note. Giram asmi ekam aksharam. Giram asmi ekam aksharam. 1025. Krishna is Om. Om is Krishna. So wear an Om locket. That's why I wear an Om locket, because Om is Krishna. Om is the impersonal representation of Krishna, the transcendental monosyllable Om, though it's not a monosyllable. we are calling it, because English is such a congenially important language. So I am Bhrigu, and of speech I am the transcendental Om, the sound Om. So Giram means speech. So of Krishna, of sound vibrations, Lord Krishna's vibhuti is Om. Of all sound vibrations, Lord Krishna's vibhuti or transcendental opulence is Om, which is uttered before every Vedic chant, every Vedic ritual at the beginning. Ekam aksharam. Ekam aksharam means Om. Ekam aksharam. Giram asmi ekam aksharam. Ekam aksharam means Om. So Japa Yajna is also of all acts of worship and propitiation, Lord Krishna's vibhuti manifests as japa yajna, the chanting of the holy names of Sri Krishna with bhakti. And among immovable things, his vibhuti is the Himalayas. So these are all his vibhuti. So remember, Giram means articulate sound vibrations. Giram means sound vibrations, speech, mantra. So Om is also known as the Anahatanada. Anahatanada, unstruck sound. See, all sounds are because of percussion. Percussion. Two things have to strike each other. But Anahatanada is Om, unstruck sound. The sound that vibrates throughout the universe. Even NASA scientists have said that the sound that emanates from the sun is Om. Or at least whether they know or not, or maybe now they have accepted it. It sounds like Om. So within the, so that is the sound vibration. So you can do what is called Yoni Mudra. Yoni Mudra is very simple. Using both your palms, using your fingers, close your eyes, close your nose, close your mouth, close your ears firmly, and all the apertures in the face, in the head, you close it. That is called Yoni Mudra. You can see in Google, go type Yoni Mudra, you will find some pictures. Yoni Mudra is aimed at giving us an experience of the Anahatanada, the sound that is pervading even within our body. If you put your ear to a conch shell, shankam, close the right ear, or then put your left ear to it, you can hear Om. Okay, so that is the Anahatanada. So that is Om. Giram means sound vibrations. So Krishna is Om. Om is chanted first thing before any Vedic mantra. So Om. Then Himalayas, Krishna is saying. You see, why are the Himalayas important? There is a certain spirituality and transcendentality about Himalayas. There are other mountain ranges, but nothing compared to Himalayas. Kailash is also there, Shiva's abode. And Yajna, the English word sacrifice is a word which has the connotation of slitting somebody's neck, killing. Yajna is not sacrifice. Please don't use the word sacrifice. Please tell people that the word yajna is an untranslatable. Disgusting fellows are repeatedly using the word Vedic sacrifice. The moment you say sacrifice, it looks like you have to bring a knife and slit some goat or chicken's neck. What kind of nonsense is this? So please stop using the word sacrifice. Understand that English is a bloody important language with 26 letters. That is why their culture is they steal everything from everywhere, and their language also reflects their culture. This is a language that steals words from everywhere. In Sanskrit, Telugu, Hindi, we don't have a need to steal words from any other language. The Sanskrit, more than 10 lakh vocabulary is there, and dhatus 2400 are there. We can create new words. English is so important, it has to steal words. Language reflects culture. The English culture is basically a culture of thieves and dacoits. Okay? So I don't want to dwell on that. And stop using the word sacrifice for yajna. Always use the Sanskrit terms. Almost all Sanskrit terms are untranslatable. Okay? So, japa yajna. Yajnanam japa yajnasmi. In Kali Yuga, you see, Kali Santarna Upanishad, Veda says that in Kali Yuga, there is no time for doing Vedic yajnas. So, chanting Krishna Nama, that is sufficient. Harirnam eva kevalam kalau nastyaiva gatiranyadha. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. When I work out in the gym also, I chant. So that every set is 16 repetitions. Shodasha Akshari. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. ISKCON have changed it and put Krishna's name first. When you can chant Rama, when you can chant exactly as the Vedas recommend, why should you reverse it? So I don't agree with the ISKCONic chanting. See, Valmiki could not utter the word Rama. That's why he was told to chant Mara. You can utter Rama, na? So therefore chant the exact mantra. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. That is the correct mantra. First Rama, then Krishna. And even among the avatars also, Rama came first, na? So Krishna is declaring that this is the best yajna. I am Japa yajna. It can be done anywhere at any time, and it is more purifying than other forms of yajnas. Kaliyuge kevala nama adhara sumiri nara uttarahipara. In the age of Ramcharitmanas, in the age of Kali, the chanting and remembering of Krishna Nama is most powerful, and this is the means of crossing the ocean of samsara. Kalijug keval naam adhara. Kalijug keval naam adhara sumir nar uttare para. Ramcharitmanas. Chant and learn this one. Kalijug keval naam adhara. Kalijug keval naam adhara. सुमिर नर उतरे पारा. कलयुग में भगवान के नाम का स्मरण और जप माया रूपी संसार के समुद्र को पार करने के लिए सशक्त है. ये एक सशक्त साधन है. नाम जपन करो. कलयुग केवल नाम आधारा. सुमिर नर उतरे पारा. बोलो जय श्री राम. We will stop here. I thought initially that Vibhuti Yoga I can cover in just one track, but this is the third track and we have just finished 10:25. So we have up to 42. So we have 17 more slokas, isn't it? Okay, let me try to complete it in the next track. I hope you enjoyed. There's a lot of research going on here. I have to refer to many interpreters. Jai Shri Ram.